Unfocused.
That's right. We're back. We didn't take another 5-month break after our 100th episode thing again.
We don't play, no recess, bro.
Episode 201 of Unfocused Podcast.
This is Pokemon Unknown number 201, the symbol Pokemon.
Yeah, don't believe that little icon up there.
That's mysterious. That's last week.
That was last week.
We're reminding you, but we're also reminding you that we're live on twitch.tv/collision28.
That's right.
You can also check us out on YouTube. So for Collision28, twitch.tv, you can check us out every Thursday, roughly between 7:30 and 8, unless we say otherwise.
Right.
So.
You might be watching us, the recorded version, on youtube.com/unfocusedpodcast, in which you should like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Do it.
Exactly. And, with that said, let's get into our Unfocused weeks. AJ.
All right.
What you been up to?
Just chilling, playing some Soul Calibur.
I also partook in a little Soul Calibur with you.
Yeah, and then some Tekken. I don't think I played enough Soul Calibur though. But Steven was here last week, right?
Yes, sir.
So we played some matches with Steven and all that. And then after you left and all that, me and him just he wanted to play Tekken with me. So we played a lot of Tekken. And I thought that was crazy because me and Steven had this thing where we kind of share the same characters sometimes.
Yeah.
And then he was telling me like, oh yeah, so are you getting the next season? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait till Julia. It's like, yeah, me too. I'm like, yeah, like we because we both played Julia. And then we also both played like Xianghua a little bit in Soul Calibur and shit like that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And then I asked him like, so since there's no Julia, who are you using in Tekken? And he's like, I played Josie. I'm like, no fucking way. So do I. So I just
Twinsies.
So I just think that's kind of weird how we both kind of just gravitate to the same characters in video games like that. But yeah, so we had some Josie matches. And I'm just surprised that I'm like really good, like, because every time I play Steven, he's just like way above me, and like I never think of beating him, it's a thing.
You know what I noticed is because your details are on point now. Like you know how to kind of watch for lows a little bit more. You're kind of like watching for grabs a little bit more. And I feel like those basics are like way better now for you.
Yeah,
so.
I think I got better with mix-ups though, because I know like once I learn something, I just hoard out a lot until I get used to it. But I've noticed that recently, just playing over the last couple of weeks, and since the last time I was at Wednesday Night Fights Night, which actually I was trying to go there last night. That's why I was playing a lot of Tekken for the last couple of days, because I was gonna go there to compete and shit. But I got discouraged yesterday because I was playing online and I just got my ass handed to me back and forth.
Don't be scared.
So I was like, I'm not gonna go. But luckily I stayed though, because I ended up breaking up online on ranked online play for Tekken 7.
Nice.
I made it up to what do they call it? Like Brawler, I think is what they called it. And I wanted to see like what other levels, and there's just so many different levels that you can go beyond that. And I was just fucking floored by everything. There's like the last one I think is called True Tekken God. And I was like,
no, wait, you said Tekken God?
Yeah,
True Tekken God, and then True Tekken God Prime.
Yeah, oh yeah, Tekken God Prime. That's what it was.
Whenever the word Prime gets involved, that's like, oh shit, that's the original motherfucker right
true,
there. Like,
yeah, exactly. Tekken God Prime. I was like, oh, that's some Optimus level shit right there, man.
That's some Optimus shit right there, bro. For real.
In the middle, all of that somewhere though, because that's like, because where I'm at right now, Brawler is like 8th Dan, but like Tekken God Prime is like 40th Dan or some shit, right? Mm-hmm. In the middle, and what is it? The 20th, there's Genbu, Byakuya, Siryu, and Suzaku, which I just thought was crazy. Just
for Saint Beast.
The Saint Beast, like as a rank though. I played. That's right. I forgot about that. I played. Who was he? I played a Siryu today.
Yeah.
And he was using Kuma, and I don't know if he was just messing around or if I was just that good, but like I was beating him, but not good enough to get the final round in. I was like, I recorded my matches too, just because I was just shocked.
Maybe you guys are that even, bro. You know.
Yeah. Also, been playing watching Daredevil Season 3, which is dope. So you should check it out. There is mention of Professor Reed, and then like saying it now is remembered is Richard Reed, right? Or yeah. Reed Richards, right? So it may not be the same person, I think. And then Sabrina. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Yeah, got some news about that later.
Which is interesting, and it's super dark and all that, and it's creepy, and it's nothing like the original sitcom too. So, if anyone's interested in it, just don't think of the original at all of the TV show, because it's nothing like it. It's dark and satanic and all that.
Real quick, I just want to mention something. They had originally planned like a good 10-minute, like I don't know if it was gonna be like a musical moment or like a little sitcom moment.
Oh yeah.
Maybe someone's gonna be under a spell or something. But they're supposed to do a whole like homage to like that
to the sitcom.
Yeah, to the Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Like,
yeah,
it's supposed to be like a whole moment where it was like that for a second, and then like maybe they wake up out of it or something. I forgot exactly the details, but like it was supposed to be like a 10-minute moment where it made you feel like Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That'd be awkward.
Yeah, but they cut it out because they didn't have time for it and all that kind of shit. So.
Yeah, everything's just so dark too. Like even the aunts and stuff, like they're so caring and helpful, but this one they're kind of different and like one's kind of really dark and all that, and the other one's kind of more, you know, happy and goofy almost. Mm-hmm. So, but it still just has this really gritty vibe to it though, which is a new spin on it. There's also name dropping for Riverdale too.
Yeah, which
I thought was interesting. Hopefully they do some connection with that later on. But I think that's pretty much all I've been up to lately.
All right, and for me, I've been definitely so it was Halloween time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I definitely saw a rescreening of Nightmare Before Christmas. They had it at the El Capitan with a whole 4D experience. It was awesome. It was subtle. It wasn't obnoxious like most 4Ds. It was dope because like they just picked certain scenes where they fucked with it. They didn't do too much of it, you know. Like in the This Is Halloween song, like they had the lights flashing on timing with it and shit, and it was all dark inside.
Were they shooting off like fog and stuff too? Or
yeah, so like in the moments like where you know Sally tries to fuck up Jack's plan, you know, they fucking filled the stadium with fog, you know.
That's cool.
And then like when he realized Zero had that red nose, you know, you see a bright red light like fucking flying around and shit, and you're like, okay.
All right, that's dope.
And then when they try to shoot him out of the sky, when the military decides to shoot Jack out of the sky, you see like spotlight and searchlights, and the fucking booms from the cannons get loud as fuck, and
that's crazy.
It was dope. It was a good time. It was fucking fun.
That's the first time I saw Nightmare Before Christmas at the El Capitan like 10 years ago or some shit. In 3D though.
I didn't get to make it. Yeah, this is the next step up, man. I went in the 4D. I do remember that. Seriously. But it was cool.
Yeah, so you're like fuck 3D back in the day, right?
Hey, you know,
like,
I was always waiting for this. You know? But beneath the movie theater, they had an art exhibit for Jack Skellington. They had different artists from Disney.
Oh, yeah, they do
designing.
That out there.
Yeah, they had different skulls of Jack Skellington designed by different artists. And someone had like a Pumpkin King version where it was like the pumpkin head, you know.
Right.
One guy had this cool ass bowl where it looked like his head was a bowl of milk with cereal on top.
What the heck?
And it was leaking out. I'll show it to you later. It was so fucking cool. And the other one, like they had the guy who designed Groot for Guardians of the Galaxy do one, and it was a skeleton head, but it was all wooden with plants growing out of it and shit. So yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas, it was a great watch. El Capitan shows are always good because they don't bullshit. You know, they don't do
Hollywood, bitch.
Hollywood. You know, I hate Hollywood, but I went there for that. Other things, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I'm like 60% through that now after doing a little checking and researching. I'm getting really addicting to the bug catching because it's so much fun to fucking catch bugs in that shit. You know, every
That's
Zelda,
always a thing.
Zelda game has something every time.
About
like
bugs,
fishing,
right?
sometimes bug
I always
catching.
hear about bugs.
Yeah, fishing's a big deal in Zelda too. There hasn't been any fishing in this version that I played yet.
Because like, you're in the sky, right? Skyward Sword?
Yeah. There's still lakes, but they're like sky lakes, so yeah, that's probably why we're not seeing fish. But like in some Zelda games, you gotta catch the biggest fucking fish, and it's such a bitch to do it and shit like that, yeah?
Yeah.
But yes, this one takes a different direction. It's been awesome. Other than that...
Well, yeah, you were saying you're waiting for World Ends With You?
Yeah, so when I finish Skyward Sword, I'm going to play World Ends With You to kind of cleanse my palate of Zelda for a bit, and then I'm going to go into Breath of the Wild after that, because I own both of those games. World Ends With You and Breath of the Wild. And
just fair warning, just because I heard this from someone who's kind of bitter about games sometimes, but he was saying that World Ends With You isn't that great of a remake.
That's a damn shame.
Because it's based off a mobile version, and that's what they ported to the Switch, since you couldn't port the actual DS version with the 2 screens and all that.
It makes sense, and you know, it's something we talked about like when it was first announced. I was always questionable, like how are they gonna do that fucking double screen style? Because that was one of the best things about the game. Like your attention cannot be unfocused. You gotta like always be looking at one screen.
Unfocused. Oh, I like what you did
there.
Hey
man, you know, lead in. You're welcome.
But yeah, just fair warning on that.
All right, that's a good heads up. So I think that was the main things of my Unfocused week. With that said, we might as well jump right into the music of the week.
No, not music of the week, to the news.
I'm sorry, to the news, sorry.
But yeah, don't forget Twitter at Unfocused28, Instagram at Unfocused Podcast.
Oh yeah, don't forget to get us on iTunes. You can get the full podcast version there, and you can like, subscribe, and comment to help us out too.
Yeah, and then closing28.com for anything else.
Tell your friends about us.
All right, and from there, we'll get into news.
Okay.
This is the news. The news.
All right. So there's one thing I want to talk about first, since we already kind of broke into it a little bit.
All right.
Let's talk about Sabrina.
All right.
So first off, what do you think about the series? Do you like it?
Like I said earlier, it's darker now. It's more like gruesome, and everything you thought about, like when you think of certain characters in the previous version, are all just different too. Even the character herself, because I remember the sitcom version started off with Sabrina. And I think she didn't know that she was a witch.
Yeah, she didn't know her family was practicing magic, and
Yeah.
she didn't know Salem could talk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right too. Yeah. And now it's complete opposite. She knows she's a witch. She knows her 16th birthday is coming. She knows she's gonna be a full grown witch, but she also knows that her parents, something happened to them, and that she's half mortal, half witch. Yeah.
All right, so it sounds pretty cool. That sounds like a good darker version of it. So one thing about this darker version is they were a little accurate about some of the satanic figures.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Their power actually comes from Satan, and they mention the devil himself too. And when she's ready to become a full witch, she needs to pledge herself to Satan.
Shabernicto.
Yeah, Shabernicto. Exactly, pretty much what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, because
right.
they call on his power and shit when they do magic and all that too.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of the beginning conflict in the first 2 episodes. So I'm not sure what resolves out of that. But they talk about the devil, Satan himself a lot, and yeah, it's just creepy.
So apparently, surprisingly, one of the coolest religious groups about like TV shows and shit being fucked with about their stuff, Satanists. They don't really give a fuck. Like, they don't care too much, right? But I don't know if it's the time we live in or how accurate Sabrina was. But Satanists are super fucking pissed.
And that's what it sounds. Oh, well, Satanists are pissed. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Satanist community is pissed, and I guess
it's too accurate. Yeah. Don't give out our secrets.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's about secrets, but I feel like they feel disrespected or something like that.
Wow. Okay.
And so they said
that's new.
It's different. I was like, what a time we live in where the Satanists are so PC, And they're like, so I guess if there's a moment, I haven't seen it, I don't know, but there's a statue, and the problem with this statue is it's too similar to a demon or a spiritual figure in Satanism called Baphomet.
Okay.
Humans aren't supposed to touch the statue, and the statue almost looks exactly like it, and she goes up and touches it or something. And, yeah, they don't like that, and they say they're going to take legal action about this.
Wow, okay.
Legal action.
But it's not the actual statue, though, right? It's a replication of it or something,
but
right?
I guess it looks like pretty fucking similar. Like,
oh, wow.
I guess, like, to the point where Satanists were catching it, like, what the fuck is this,
I'm not sure if I've seen that yet or not.
I don't know.
But that's funny. And then, technically, humans are not supposed to touch it, right? Well, Sabrina portrays a half human, half witch.
They don't play that shit, bro. Like, they're Satanists. Like, well, but they so it's like the head of like one of the big heads of it. His name's Lucien Graves, and he's like, yeah, we're definitely taking legal action regarding the chilling adventures of Sabrina, approaching our copyright monument designed to promote their asinine satanic panic fiction. So they're talking shit about this too. On top of that, I was like, come on, guys, like the Catholics can get over this shit. You can get over this shit, man. People have been making exorcism movies for fucking decades. Like,
and now you want to say something?
Yeah, just get over it, bro. Just get over it. Come on, man. All in good fun, But so yeah, keep an eye out for what happens with that. I think the show has too much hype behind it to get canceled over that. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
But, so that's the one piece of news, AJ.
Yeah. Well, by the way, they also name dropped Riverdale in the.
Oh, they did. They did actually say it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, what school are you going to? Riverdale, something. I was like, oh, cool. Look at name drop. So I thought that was interesting. And then. But yeah, so far so good, and I'm kind of like excited to see the rest of it because it got pretty interesting at the end of this last episode I saw. Anyways, in other news, we're getting a new character in what you call it, Soul Calibur.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know this game, Nier Automatas.
What the fuck is that?
So this character named 2B is coming to Soul Calibur. She's like a futuristic character and shit. Like, it kind of throws me off that she's a character now in Soul Calibur.
Just when you got it, just when you thought you were getting it right, you guys.
Yeah,
back to this Darth Vader shit.
It's DLC though, so like I don't mind it so much.
But it's gonna be tournament playable if she's in there.
Yeah, which it will be, which is fine. Let the tournament players use her because when Soul Calibur 7 drops, they're not gonna be asked out,
See, if there was, I mean, I don't know. This game might be huge. I just never heard of it.
But she's cool because she actually has like swords and all that, so she seems legit. She's not just like a robot with guns and shit like that. She actually is like samurai status.
They're gonna bring an android, and they should have brought XJ13 or X13 or what is it from what is that? Not Blaze. Yeah, Blaze Blue.
Oh, what? Yeah, what is it? X23?
No, X13.
16, something like that.
Yeah, they should have put her.
B16. I don't remember.
B6, B23, something like that.
Like that.
B52s. I don't know. But you know, like that would have been dope if they would have put a character like
X24.
you know, like a character that's never been in 3D, like with weapons and shit. That would have been kind of
That
cool.
would have been cool. That's what she reminds me of too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I saw her. I was like, oh, that kind of looks like.
Yeah, but I don't know this game she's from though. Like I was like, what? I never heard of this game before. I heard of The Witcher.
I've honestly never heard of that either.
Yeah, but like I guess DLC pretty soon for her. Like I guess coming soon. I don't know. But that's what dropped, and yeah,
Right.
good luck, have fun.
Interesting.
I don't know anything about her.
In other news, a female Venom.
Oh,
If you want to bring up. Yeah, so this character. So okay, first off, I'm gonna say spoiler alert for the new Venom movie that came out recently, because I think this has something to do with it. So apparently there's a trailer that came out in China, because in China it hasn't come out. It's coming out tomorrow. So they have a new international trailer like for the big hype release.
mm-hmm.
And the big hype release, spoiler alert, again for Venom. If anyone doesn't care about Venom, listen. But if you don't want to know, tune out for a second.
Do we gotta do the music?
No, it's not going to be long. But in the comics, there's this very obscure character called She-Venom. And it's, a woman who's like dating Eddie Brock gets the fucking Venom on her for a while. And apparently she fucking shows up in the movie. And I didn't know that. And so in this trailer they show, like Eddie Brock's about to get
You saw the movie, right?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I don't want to see it. I'm going to probably see it eventually because my brother wants to see it. But,
okay.
But apparently, like, Eddie Brock's about to get executed or something, and then, like, the Venom symbiote latches onto her, and she fucking becomes She-Venom for a second and fucks somebody up. And then it goes right back to Eddie Brock afterwards. I'm like, that's so cool. They picked such an obscure fucking random character and, like, utilize them for a second.
To talk about spoilers, there's, like, 2 instances where a symbiote does take over a female.
But one of them's a villain, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm trying to remember right now, but
for
yeah,
Venom symbiote to go.
No,
on.
one of them wasn't. Anyway, yeah, it's interesting. You should check it out.
Yeah. Well, Venom symbiote. It's pretty rare for it to go to anyone else, but it goes to this woman, and they actually fucking did that in the movie.
It wasn't the Venom one though. It was another one. It was a different.
Oh, it wasn't
symbiote.
even his.
I don't think it was.
Didn't even do it right. What the fuck, man?
Or maybe it was. Oh no,
AJ, you're not helping me right now.
You're right.
Bro.
You're right though. Okay, yeah, the Venom does go with someone else.
You seen the movie, not me, bro.
Right.
I don't know.
No, I was trying to remember right now. I'm like going back because it was like what when it first came out. It was like a month ago, man. I can't remember that far back.
I guess it has been a while. But yeah, so
what up, RS?
Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in Sony, but I thought that was a cool little thing that they did. That's pretty interesting. Like,
yeah, check it out. Go watch it, T.
Maybe I think I'm gonna watch it probably the next week. I don't want to, but I'm going to.
Oh, by the way, ours informs us of the recent Soul Calibur 4 character, or Soul Calibur 6 character we're just talking about. Mm-hmm. She's from an RPG game on PS4, and probably Xbox. That's where the game's from.
She's from an RPG game. Okay.
Yeah, it's an RPG.
Good to know. Thank you for the heads up there.
At least we know something now about that character, other than she's new to Soul Calibur. More news?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So, what else do I got here? Oh, yeah. So, Pokemon... Oh, no. I want to talk about this. My bad. I forgot that was news. Mark Hamill was talking on Twitter about Star Wars and all that. Mm-hmm. Talking a little bit more about, what he did in The Last Jedi, right? Mm-hmm. And how people are just upset that the fact that, spoiler alert.
Yeah, hey, spoiler alert for Last Jedi.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, go to fucking Netflix and watch it for free already.
Seriously, right?
But AJ, go on.
But yeah, he died, right?
Yeah.
And he said the way he died wasn't because he just used so much power and used it all. It was the fact that he started using the Force again because he hadn't used it for so long. He said it's kind of like a drug addict. When you go cold turkey for a while and then you come back to it kind of hard.
And then you relapse, you die.
Sometimes you die off of that.
Fucking Mac Miller, bro.
Yeah, so that's what he was saying. He's like, that's kind of what happened to Luke. He hadn't used the Force for so long.
It overwhelmed him.
And then when he finally started using it again at full force, yeah, he just got overwhelmed by it and it killed him.
Oh, okay. That's not what I thought was happening, but that makes even more sense, actually.
Yeah. Because I thought about it, like, yeah, he didn't use the Force at all throughout the whole movie. And the last time he was using it was when the whole thing with Kylo happened. And that was the last time he said he used it, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I like that. I'm not sure if he's just trying to make up more excuses to make the movie sound better or whatever, or if that's actually legitimately like what they actually planned.
I feel like if it's this close, I mean, we're getting really close to episode 9 now, which is going to be the make or break for Star Wars. For me, as a big Star Wars fan, this is going to be the make, because I loved 8, but I'm still curious about what they're going to do with it from here. Like, they kind of left it weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty dope. I feel like he wouldn't just say anything at this point, like so close to 9, like unless he knew.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't said anything until now, you know.
Yeah. So hear that, Wags? Leave us your comments.
I want to hear what he says.
I want to know what you think, Wags. I know you're watching.
All right. So on the same kick as Star Wars, as a matter of fact, my next piece of news is about Boba Fett.
Oh shit.
So I don't know if anyone knows, there's a new TV show for Star Wars being worked on called The Mandalorian. There's already pictures for it and everything. And for those that don't know, Mandalorians are these people, Boba Fett's people.
Oh.
Yeah, they're from Mandalore. And it's going to be all about their assassin race before they got cloned and, became the stormtroopers and all that shit, right?
Okay.
And so the question came into play that Boba Fett movie had been announced like 3 years ago. And then Star Wars, the Star Wars company kept saying, it's not totally off the board. It's not off the board. It's not off the board, right? Like, there may still be a Boba Fett movie, right?
And I thought they took a lot of their projects down after Solo.
Yeah, this one was taken down, but they didn't say specifically it's never coming back, right?
Okay.
But now that this Mandalorian series, it's done by Jon Favreau, too, the guy who did Iron Man 1.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Happy,
Yeah, Happy, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing this, and so basically he was able to get confirmed. Him and Eric Webb, who also works for Disney, got a confirmation.
He plays Spider-Man. No, I was kidding.
Got a confirmation off Kathleen Kennedy. Boba Fett movie is dead. We're going 100% with the Mandalorian, the TV show. So if anyone was expecting that Boba Fett movie, because some people really fucking love Boba Fett for some reason.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why to this day.
It's so funny because I was into the Star Wars thing late, right? But I knew of the characters. I knew Luke, I know Vader, I knew Boba Fett. For some reason, watching the movie, I was like, you see him for like 5 minutes throughout the whole series.
Not the whole series, like a compilation of 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, right.
And you just shooting and hiding and shit, and you're like, okay, like, why do people love this fucker? I never got it.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, but so I think it makes more sense to go into like the series about who he came from, like what he came from, what his culture came from. Like, 'cause I don't give a fuck about this guy. Like, he doesn't do anything of note, He
just looks cool. That's all it is.
He looks kind of cool. Yeah, that's about it. So Boba Fett movie
that
not
big
happening.
Ass rocket thing that he never uses.
Yeah, I think it's a missile. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah. So Boba Fett movie is absolutely not happening. So don't be looking for that.
They're turning it into a TV series, which is probably going to be on their platform, right?
I think it's going to air on Fox.
What?
I could be wrong. I'm gonna look into that.
Wait, but doesn't Disney got some of Fox?
Yeah, they kind of own it now.
No, Disney better not fucking do that shit because they've been trying to do this whole streaming service thing and putting. This is perfect for it. Like, Disney, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, let's see. Don't count me yet. I'm gonna look it up for sure. But until then, why don't you give us one more piece of news before we do the music of the week?
All right. So we got Pokemon Go news.
Oh, hit me with it.
So, Pokemon Go introduced some new shit, which I thought was pretty interesting. I got 2 pieces of things here. Oh, no, it was just one thing. Shed Ninja is finally available for Pokemon Go. And Shed Ninja, if anyone doesn't know about Pokemon, he's kind of interesting because he comes from Nincada, a different bug-type Pokemon. And when you evolve Nincada, it's supposed to evolve into Ninjask.
Okay,
right?
This sounds familiar. Yeah.
But if you have an extra space in your party and a Pokeball, then you get both Ninjask and Shed Ninja, which looks like just like the cocoon, a dead cocoon. What it looks like, and it's a bug ghost type. So I'm guessing it's dead in some way.
And it comes. Okay, I get it. Okay.
And then everyone's been wondering, like, so how is Niantic gonna put this in Pokemon Go? Like, how are they gonna make this thing be able to evolve into 2 Pokemon at once? Because that's never been done before, right? Until this Pokemon.
Right.
And then I don't think that's built into the game where that can happen. Mm-hmm. So people are guessing that maybe they got lazy with how they implement it now. So they have these missions in Pokemon Go, right? Anytime you spend like a Pokestop, you get like a mission, and this counts toward a what's it called? A research mission, or field research is what it's called. So every time you do one of these missions, then you can use it toward the day, and every day you can claim 1 reward. And on the 7th day, if you do it 7 days in a row, actually if you just do it 7 days in general, doesn't matter how long it takes you. On the 7th time you claim one, you get a secret like bonus, a reward, a research reward. And usually those research rewards are Pokemon. So lately they've been doing legendaries in there. So after the legendary birds and legendary dogs were out on the raids, now you can get them in these reward researches, right?
Okay.
So now they rotate them out every like month or so. So this new rotation now this month is Shed Ninja. So the only way to get a Shed Ninja right now is to do the rewards and then get them from the reward. So you're not actually evolving him from Ninkata.
You're getting him.
You're just getting it.
You're obtaining him.
Yeah, which is weird. And
You're
then
acquiring him.
and then one of those normal missions, when you do it, like when you do like a normal mission, you get like a small little prize sometimes. Like you either encounter a common Pokemon or get some items, right? So one of them right now is encountering a Pokemon, and it's Ninkata, who we haven't seen yet. So you can get Ninkata and then evolve it to Ninjask, but it won't evolve into Shed Ninja as well, I don't think. So they kind of went lazy with it, I think. So I'm wondering, like, when this rotates out, will be the other way for us to get Shed Ninja, if not the legit way, you know?
They'll probably make another bullshit.
It's just confusing.
They'll make another bullshit way to get it. So
Yeah.
that's why I think you were highlighting Pokemon Go, like, way back in the day. Like, how are they going to do the special evolutions? Remember, you were talking, I don't know if you remember, but you were saying that, like, maybe when it was first coming out.
Yeah. Because
Like-
that's everyone, like people will talk about the game, and I was watching people and we're reading blogs. Everyone had the same idea, like, okay, well, this is how the game works right now, but later on, when it gets more complicated.
Umbreon, SB, now this.
Yeah, this and just other evolutions were like,
Slow King, like.
Yeah, they did the item stuff pretty well. That works out. But I'm thinking more like later on, Leafeon, Glaceon. Like,
Shit.
you have to be at a specific location to evolve them, and like, there's nothing like that right now, you know?
Yeah, like, where are you going to find an ice field in fucking California?
Yeah,
like,
or tree, you know? Like a sacred tree or some shit, you know? So, yeah, I feel like they got lazy with this one. But I don't know. Maybe they'll fix it later on. Who knows? And then also, they haven't figured out Smeargle yet. We haven't seen that fool yet.
the painter, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He can be weird, too.
It's for reals.
All right, so with that said, let's jump into music of the week.
Where are you? There it is.
Music power.
So check it out. I'll tell you why I think that we're getting flagged on this now.
All right.
I just found out
Okay.
Jurassic 5 is back together.
Oh, for reals?
They already have an album out, bro. They've been back together for like a year and a half. So,
And they didn't tell us?
well, they told us by flagging our shit. So I just found that out this week. Because I think one of my Uber drivers, like the uncle of one of the Jurassic 5 guys, and we were talking about hip hop and shit.
Okay.
And like I played some Jurassic 5 songs, like, you like Jurassic 5? I'm like, well, I was like, you listen to the new stuff? I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, they're together? And he's like, they've been back together for like a year and a half. I looked at, they had like an album and an EP. Like, they've been out for a while. Like, so
Wow,
that's
that's crazy.
probably why we're getting flagged, because they're a group again.
But, okay, that makes sense. Because we just started putting our shit on YouTube this year.
Yeah.
So that makes sense then.
Exactly. Like, we flagged ourselves, but we didn't know, so it's not our fault. What are we gonna
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, well, good to know. I was thinking, though, maybe changing it, putting a new song or something like that, maybe.
do? Let's talk after the show. Yeah, we may find some new
We
transition.
might get some new transition music for that or something. I want to make a new... Anyways, music of the week. Part of the show where we share some music with you is what we've been listening to and what we think you should be listening to. So go ahead and start us off while I look at my track.
Yeah, mine is by a guy called Too Mellow. I don't know if you guys remember, he was the guy doing the homage CD to Jet Grind Radio, but he put out his solo CD, and apparently he raps and makes the beats, because in that one it's mostly instrumental, you know? He just raps on a couple tracks. But now he put out his full-on solo CD where he's rapping, he makes all the beats and all that shit. I didn't love it like that. Like I love that Jet Grind Radio homage album he made.
Right.
But there's a few tracks on this that are really dope, and the one I really like is this one called Seijun Suzuki. He's a British rapper. But yeah, so that's this song, Seijun Suzuki by Too Mellow.
Yeah, I've actually heard of some of his tracks. Like every time, like I've been playing like all the shit you gave me, all like on random.
Oh yeah,
That's why I haven't heard all of Lupe yet, and like all the other shit.
thumbing through stuff.
Yeah, I'm just like just have it all on shuffle right now.
All right.
So, but I heard some Too Mellows. Like every time, like what the fuck is this? And I look
You probably
at
like it,
Who
right?
the fuck is Too Mellow?
I always feel like it's a tragedy you never played Jet Grind Radio. It's like your kind of game, your kind of music, like all that shit. But
Let's see, yeah.
and whenever they make a version, we can play. You know, like that's
There's
the
one on
trick.
PC, right? Didn't we get that? We haven't tried it yet.
We haven't tried it, but yeah, it's there.
It's there though. Anyways, my track for this week, something I heard on the radio, and which is funny. It's like a new artist. Her name is Makina. This track's called One More Time. No relation to Daft Punk, by the way. But it's funny because I found the track on YouTube right now, and she has like 100 views on this song right now. I was like, that's weird.
That's it?
Yeah. I'm like, wow. But I heard it on the radio though. Like, how is this possible? And like 67 likes, something like that.
It might be brand new.
Yeah, it might be so fucking
Dude,
new that like
you might be helping her out right now.
maybe, yeah.
You heard it here first, guys.
I heard it here first on
What's her name again?
Unfocused. Makina.
And the song's called?
One More Time.
All right. We'll start with mine by Too Mellow, and then we'll go to Machina next.
All right. And we'll be back after the music break. Sounds like we're back.
That's what it sounds like, or what it doesn't sound like.
That's what it doesn't sound like. Wait, what?
No, I meant to because the music's gone.
Oh, okay.
My song was Too Mellow by Seijun Suzuki.
And mine was One More Time by Machina.
Yes, sir.
One
last thing I want to tell you. You were right. The Mandalorian.
I am right.
The Mandalorian will be on the Disney streaming service.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. You heard it here first. All right, nice. Good to know. All right. Anything else we got to talk about with news and all that? By the way, 49ers won. Fuck the Raiders.
Since we're on music.
You heard it here first.
Since we're on music. T.I. put out a new album.
Oh, really now?
It's fucking sick. I've only heard two tracks, but it was fucking dope.
Tip.
T.I.P. All right, back to the news.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
This is the news.
Get myself prepared. All right, so in other news, want me to start?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so the PlayStation Classic. Remember this thing that we talked about?
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
We got the full list. Did we talk about the full list?
We did.
We did talk about the full list?
Yeah, we did. Remember? We didn't, let me see if it's the same. No, it's a little different from the list I gave, but it's pretty close, actually. So go ahead and name it.
So here's what we got here. We got Battle Arena Toshinden. I've never heard of that.
Wait, you know what? We did not talk about PlayStation. We talked about N64.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah, so no, this is news for us.
Yeah, so the PlayStation Classic here. Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy 7, Grand Theft Auto, the first one, Intelligent Cube, which I feel like I've heard.
That's a good one.
And Cube start with the Cube is spelled with a Q there.
That's a good one.
Jumping Flash, never heard of that shit. Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah, Mr. Driller, what the fuck is that?
I have no idea. Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey.
That's a good one.
Rayman, original Rayman, check that out. Resident Evil Director's Cut. Revelations Persona.
Oh, I think that's the first Persona game.
Is it now?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. Ridge Racer Type 4.
No, you didn't say it right, bro.
Ridge Racer Type 4. Also, this is what I'm saying to buy. This is what I would buy it for, dude.
Yeah, I might for
Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo.
Dude, and you know there's two ports, so you can play two player battle right there.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's all you need,
That's
right?
all you need right there. And if this thing has like online capabilities, that would be dope too.
Siphon filters on this shit?
Siphon
filters
there.
Shit.
Tekken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal, which sounds dope too.
And Wild Arms,
Wild
one of
Arms,
the most classic RPG games.
I don't remember Wild Arms.
Yeah, it's a classic RPG.
But the only 3 games I'm excited about on here, 4 actually, Grand Theft Auto, Twisted Metal, Tekken, and Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo.
I'm not super excited about any of them, but I think it's a good list. That's a really good list. Do you
I'm
know?
not sure if it's a good list. I think it has some good ones in there, but I think there's some that are like, what is that? At least for me.
Yeah, me too. But you never know because we weren't. I mean, I don't know about you. I wasn't a deep PlayStation fan, so maybe real PlayStation fans are loving this.
I don't know if I wasn't a big PlayStation fan, but I kind of dabbled into it. That's why I started playing Tekken 2.
Oh well, Oddworld's
And
pretty
lower,
big. I know Oddworld's pretty big for PlayStation.
Yeah,
fans.
I've heard of that before. Yeah, Tomb Raider is the other thing I was big on too when it first came out.
You know what Battle Arena is? It was the template for Soul Calibur. It was a 2D Soul Calibur. It was basically a 2D swords fighter.
Really?
Back in the day, and it was for Game Boy, and they made it for PlayStation.
Oh,
and
wow.
Then Soul Blade came out, or was it Soul Edge?
One of those.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. So that was like kind of the template for that, or not the template, but like the first time weapons were introduced into a fighting game.
Right.
Yeah. So.
But that is an interesting list there. If anyone's interested in getting one, make sure you get one for me and T.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like they're going to be $100. Oh wow, that's
not bad. That's more expensive than the Nintendo one.
Yeah, that's true.
For not as good games.
Oh shit, I didn't know it comes out December 3rd.
Oh shit.
This year.
There we go.
That's pretty good. Pretty
Probably
legit.
pre-orders in a couple weeks. Keep your eyes open, guys.
Can I use my original controller? Like my own?
No, probably. Well, I don't know. I don't think so. If it's anything like the Nintendo ones, they made their own version.
Look at that Twisted Metal. Look at that shit.
Damn,
Twisted Metal is so
sick.
good.
All right.
And that Abe's, Odd World.
Yeah.
We should watch this video as we're talking about that there.
Next time.
And then look at oh my god, I'm gonna play it. All right. Anyways.
All right. Other news. Okay, so everyone might be a little bit worried about this if you're a fan of this movie. Bad Boys 3.
Oh shit, I think I kind of am.
Okay, so
wait, there's a 3?
No, so
Oh,
check
the
it out.
third one
Well,
now.
Just listen, hold on. So you remember earlier this year we talked about Netflix was releasing a Bad Boys TV show.
Oh yeah, we did.
Everyone was like, what the fuck? Because a couple years ago, they were doing serious talks about Bad Boys 3. And then last year, Martin Lawrence had said, yeah, it's probably not happening. We're having a lot of problems with the fucking companies and legal issues, so it's probably not happening, you know?
And then Will Smith are lazy.
I don't know. I really think I think it's a company thing. Because Michael
Yeah.
Bay is not involved anymore and all this shit, you know?
Oh, okay.
And so Martin Lawrence is pretty down about it, and they introduced that show that's going to be coming out on Netflix, right? But now they're pushing for Bad Boys 3, and Will Smith says he's already attached to it. He says it's happening. Bad Boys 3 is going to happen. He's like, Martin Lawrence just got cleared. He's like, all we're waiting is for the official green light, but he puts his word, it's happening.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm just going to make a lot of people happy because, like, fucking Bad Boys is iconic as fuck for America.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a good movie, you know, it's fun movies to watch.
You know, I think I saw the second one. I don't think I saw the first one.
What the fuck, AJ? Second one's okay. The first one's the shit.
So I gotta see the first one then.
You're tripping, bro. Bad Boys is so good. Like you would love that. Anyway,
I like the second one. So I mean, the first one's better, dude. And I'm gonna have a fucking hell of a time.
You're gonna
with
have a
that
field
one,
day
right?
for sure.
Yeah, man.
So Bad Boys 3 is definitely happening. There's no date. They're talking January 2020, but we don't know for sure. It might be sooner than that.
But then instead of them singing like "Bad Boy," I want to hear them say, "It's Bad Boy for life."
Imagine
Going
they're just
nowhere.
playing that. That would be dope as fuck. That would be a cool ass scene. Right, AJ?
All right. So remember the GameCube?
No.
No.
What is
No, I was
that?
kidding.
Yeah, go on.
GameCube is the pretty much the game that gave us, or the console that gave us Super Smash Bros. Melee,
Yeah.
right? And apparently that's all it was good for.
There's a couple games, but not many.
Yeah. And then also when the Wii came out, a lot of people were saying, oh yeah, the Wii is just like two GameCubes, like, you know, combined into one system. And that's what the Wii is. It's like, because everyone was saying that it wasn't that much more powerful than a GameCube.
Yeah. All right, go on. Tell me what you're gonna say.
Well, here's a little more proof that might be true, because the Wii mote and all that shit was first prototyped on a GameCube. As you can see in these pictures here, there was a Wii mote controller that kind of plugged into a GameCube slot. Look at that huge ass sensor bar on that too.
Damn.
And then also the
And it
nunchuck.
worked?
Yeah, no, I think this is how because someone came up on this, but people are all speculating this is how they came up with the idea for the Wii.
Damn.
Is that it started off on a GameCube. The sensor bar actually plugs into the memory card slot, which I think some microphone games did that too. The nunchuck plugged into the Wiimote into a port just as it does now, but it was via Ethernet cable, which I get because
they were doing that. I remember they were trying to do that for a while. Remember that Final Fantasy game?
no, but it plugs into the Wiimote via Ethernet cable.
Oh, into the Wiimote?
Not into an Ethernet port on the GameCube. Yeah.
Oh shit.
But like that's something that I do sometimes too. Like I have a keyboard that I rewired it and I put it into Ethernet cable so I can unplug it. So it's just a method of wiring shit together, right? And,
Okay.
And having a quick disconnect type of thing. But that's what they did there. But the Wiimote itself also plugs into the GameCube via a wire too, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I mean that's how it first started, I suppose. This is how they prototyped the Wii.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah. And the sensor bar was freaking huge as fuck too.
Just scaled that down.
The nunchuck looks exactly the same. The Wiimote looks actually in this comparison is just a little bit smaller,
It's very much the same.
but
That's
pretty much
crazy.
the same. Yeah. So if anyone was wondering, it looks like it did actually start a GameCube.
You know, it's funny you say that because damn it, that makes a lot of sense. When I play Skyward Sword, I feel like the graphics are almost the exact same as Twilight
Oh, that's
Princess.
something you're playing on a Wii right now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
funny.
feel like the graphics are almost the same as Twilight Princess. Like, obviously, the art style is different, so it makes you feel like it's not the same.
Right.
But really, when I look at it carefully, I'm like, this is kind of the same shit as Twilight Princess. As far, as far as the quality of the technology, you know?
Right.
It's just a little bit tighter. Just a little bit tighter. Not much.
Also, too, just to kind of throw this out there, the Switch, the current Nintendo system, has surpassed the GameCube in lifetime sales. So the amount of GameCubes that were sold ever doesn't even matter because
They
the
passed
Switch
that already, yeah?
has passed that already.
That's saying a lot. GameCube was hard to find for a while, remember?
Was it?
No.
It wasn't-
GameCube was not hard to
I
find.
don't think it was
It
that hard
the
to
Wii
find.
that was hard to find.
The Wii was hard to find,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
But like That's crazy. Like, there's not enough Smashers with GameCubes that surpass the amount of Switches that are available today.
That's insane.
That means the amount of people that will actually play Smash Brothers will be a lot more since more people actually have a Switch.
Right. All right. So, other news. So, Goku will appear at the Macy's Day Parade.
No way.
They are going to have a Goku float.
What?
Yeah, to be specific, it's going to be 70 feet long and 36 feet wide.
That's what she said.
And this is going to be in Manhattan. It's to celebrate the North American release of the anime version of, or the movie version of the anime Dragon Ball Z Super movie coming out. So that's going to be coming out November 22nd.
Wait, like in America?
Yeah, in America. They're going to be
wow.
releasing it in America too with English dub and Japanese. And to kind of hype that up and to commemorate it, they're also having a Goku float. He's going to be Super Saiyan Blue, so he's going to be sporting Dragon Ball Super, you know? Like, it's going to be repping that shit. And yeah, like, look forward to that shit. That's going to be something different. We've never seen an anime character at the Macy's Day Parade.
I think we saw Pikachu at least.
Oh, no, you're right. We've seen Pokemon.
Yeah.
A couple times even.
Yeah.
Yeah, so minus them. That's kind of new.
Reason in chat says, your boy Kakarot.
Kakarot, he's made it big time now, bro. They're even showing you how they made it right here in this video.
That's crazy, out of clay.
Yeah, damn.
But not just like the...
I think that's a model.
Yeah,
I don't think that's
model
it.
of
Yeah, that's
not
model.
it. Yeah, it's the model.
But it's interesting. So there's a gigantic Goku balloon flying over you. Super Saiyan Blue level.
Flying over you.
Yeah, man.
Literally.
Soaring over you.
Yeah, seriously.
Dare I say. But yeah, keep an eye out for that in the Macy's Day Parade. Show Goku some love. Show the world that we want more anime shit like that, you know?
For reals, right? Show America you want more anime shit like that.
Right?
Watch that Macy's Day Parade on your television set. Do it. That's crazy, though. Dragon Ball Z. All right, other news. Right, other news?
Yeah, go for it.
So, we got an announcement, as we kind of do around this type of year. But Shuriken is telling us now that we have to get hype because Evo is coming back next year, as it always does. But still, pretty much same time, same place as we had it this year. August 2nd to the 4th of 2019 at the Mandalay Bay. Again, Evo 2019.
We're going again?
I'm down.
I'm down, too. Let's fucking do it again.
I'm down. We gotta be more extra prepared this time this year.
Yeah, for real. We'll be way more in advance of everything.
Yeah. And I might have to bring myself like a wheelchair or maybe, I don't know, something to make me not walk so much.
Dude, we can get electric chairs. Just fucking lie about it.
No, we need to hire like 4 people who can like actually like carry us in one of those carriages things, you know? What are those called? We like carry you.
It's called boss shit. And yes, we should be doing it. Yes.
So that's what we got to do this year.
All right, I'm down with that.
And then like we never touch our controllers, and they have to plug it in for us and then place it on our lap, and then we touch our arcade pads and all that.
Some next level shit.
Reason, you need to be going. I need to see you there, Reason. Don't give me that bullshit about work and all that. You've been doing that shit for the last 5 years. It's not gonna fly this year. But yeah, Evo 2019, August 2nd through the 4th. So start planning your days now. Start saving your money now.
All right.
We'll see you there.
In other news, so we know that Scarlet Witch and Loki are both getting TV shows by Marvel
Sitting in a tree
on their own streaming service, right?
Okay.
Variety magazine revealed
Variety.
there's going to be a Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show too.
What?
Which is pretty funny because we've already seen how those two really don't like each other.
Yeah.
And so,
seeing them together like in one-on-one is always funny.
Yeah, it's always funny because they always fucking argue, or or Mackie's talking about how you don't like fucking Winter Soldier, or Falcon's talking about how you don't like Winter Soldier or some shit, right? It'll be interesting, especially because they're both potential Captain Americas.
Yeah.
And I think this further confirms my theory, which I've been saying since before Infinity War came out. No one's going to be fucking Captain America. I think that's the whole point of this show is like...
Well, there's going to be a Captain Marvels pretty soon, so like...
Yeah, why do we need Captain America?
You don't want to confuse, everyone with Captain America and Captain Marvel. Like, wait, Captain what?
Especially like both leadership positions, you know what I mean? Like, you can't have them both fucking leading the team, like...
And it'd be pretty cool to actually see him come back later on or something. Unless he actually dies, and that's going to be awkward.
We'll see. I think he could still... I think that, like I said before, I think they can make him a guardian of a stone. In which he's never on Earth anymore. Which basically he'll be quote-unquote dead, but he can still...
And that's how he saves Gamora.
I don't know. But this show sounds very interesting. I think it'll serve to debunk someone taking over Captain America's role.
Yeah. Or maybe that's what the whole show's about. Maybe it's about them fighting over who's going to take over his mantle.
Maybe it is. I'm still going to hope it ends with neither of them because the world wants fucking Steve Rogers.
That'd be cool.
You
know what's funny, though? I was just thinking today, I'm like, it'd be funny if, like, the new Avengers were Falcon and Winter Soldier and, like, Ant-Man and Rocket and Thor.
Wow, that's a weird-ass fucking Avengers team.
But that's a comedy team right there, though.
Yeah, it would. Throw Captain Marvel in there. We'll see how funny she is, right? And then, maybe, there you go.
Man, that
sounds
awesome.
that sounds like the Mighty Avengers to me, actually. It's pretty close.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's going to be mighty funny.
The Mighty Funny Avengers.
It'll be the Avengers.
But people, feel free to send us some emails or some comments telling us what you think about this new combination, the Winter Soldier and Falcon having their own show.
So it's
together.
like a Disney service streaming show?
I guess so. Yeah, it is for sure because it's along the same lines as Scarlet Witch and Loki.
Yeah.
I'll also say this is kind of a weird move by Marvel because this guarantees that they're both coming back and they're both still going to be alive after.
True.
Anyway, AJ, news?
Yeah. So for my last piece of news, actually.
All right.
We had that, what do you call it today? Nintendo Direct, the Smash Direct. Mm-hmm. And you want to know who we got, right?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, so you told me the first one you saw, but I don't think you knew that there was 2 other characters announced.
Yeah, I just knew about the biting plant. I'm fucking mad about that.
What sucks was that the list that we got, that we thought was going to be true, unfortunately was not completely true at all.
Okay. So
the first character they announced, and he's not an Echo Fighter. He's a legit his own character.
Oh, Ken has his own moveset. Oh shit, he's doing the Hurricane. Oh shit.
Ken is his own character in Super Smash Bros.
Stage interactions?
Ultimate. No, this is just a trailer, like a fancy video for it,
that's
right?
not for real, right? Okay.
So he was one, but here's the other new character too, jumping in on Ken right here. He's in flames and shit. He's a Pokemon. He is. Show yourself. Incineroar. From Sun and Moon.
Dude, I don't even know who that is. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's one of the starters. He's Litten, the evolved version of Litten from Sun and Moon.
Okay.
But yeah, he's like a wrestler too, which I think he fits this game pretty good too.
All right.
But yeah, those are the 2 new characters, and then what's his name? Masuda and was telling us. Is that his name? Masuda? No, not Masuda. Sakurai. Sakurai was telling us, he's like, these are all the characters that are going to be these are all the new characters that are going to be in the game.
He's like, this is it?
This is all 74 characters. This is the last roster. That's all that's going to be in here.
So, wait, the plant's not real?
And then later on, he said, oh, yeah, by the way, I didn't say anything about DLC characters, though.
Oh, what?
Which means Piranha Plant is going to be DLC.
And that means there's going to be a lot more DLC characters.
They actually had planned 5.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if the Piranha Plant is one of them, but I like the Piranha Plant actually.
No, I'm probably gonna main him. I just don't like that they put him in there.
You know, I
like what I've seen for the fighting. I just like this is fucking dumbass character. There's so many cool characters to put in here. You put the
I agree.
It looks cool. It looks like a good fighting style. I'm with it. I'm probably gonna play that character.
Yeah, I definitely want to try him out too. But like. Freaking, the only thing I wanted is Isaac from Golden Sun. That's the only character, like, I want it for sure. And they showed him off as a fucking trophy still.
Yeah, he's a helper.
So I was like, fuck. And then that's his final smash, by the way. So
hell no.
Petey Piranha.
I didn't even realize that. I didn't even know what was happening for a second. Like, oh shit, that's his final smash.
But yeah, what they're also saying too is that when it comes to DLC characters, the way they're going to do it is they're going to, like, bundle in a character with a new stage and like a couple of new music tracks too. So so anytime you want to get a new character,
you get a lot of shit with it.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of shit, and about $6 they're saying too.
That's nothing.
Per character, or you can buy it all at once for $25. And they're like, well, yeah, we know it's kind of a bad idea to kind of like sell you this now without telling you. So like, if you trust us, you can go ahead and buy the whole pack now. Or just wait it out. We'll let you know what they're all going to be when we make a final decision about it. And he said by the end of next year, though, we should have all 5 out. He's like, they haven't really started working on them yet. The only one they started working on was the plant.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what you kind of display. They also showed off like single player mode. They have the spirit shit too. Remember they all always like remember they had stickers last time.
Yeah.
Well, now they have spirits, so you gotta attach spirits to your fighters and some shit.
Weak. I don't know about that.
I don't know about it either. This is funny. They also said that it's probably best to have your game plugged in via Ethernet cable for the best connectivity.
They even said that, huh?
Yeah, and they also talked about like the different modes they're gonna have. Apparently they're gonna have a SmashRoll.com. I forgot exactly what it's supposed to be. They showed us some new trophies too, like Dr. Wily from Mega Man. Options. Yeah, actually they have all types of languages too. Fighter. There's just so much shit in this thing. There's too much to go over. But the main things you want to know about for sure are characters. As far as we're concerned about are the characters. We don't play single player that much and all that, so I'm not really gonna talk about it.
Yeah, that's just fun. Like, that's how we get the characters.
Yeah.
Basically.
Which case too, you're only gonna start off with 8 characters at the beginning of the game.
What?
The original 8 too.
8?
Yeah, and then you gotta work your way to get them
through 75 fucking characters.
Yeah.
Dude, so this is gonna take us back to the old Smash days, right? Or we're just gonna be fucking
like
spending
Melee. Yeah.
3 days unlocking everyone, and then we're gonna play.
I'm not sure how easy it's gonna be. Maybe you just play a couple matches and they just unlock one by one. Maybe it'll be like that.
Can we just do straight versus mode like we used to, and just like keep unlocking everyone?
Maybe I don't know. That's how one of them was, right?
Maybe that's how you unlock Greg.
Maybe that'd be dope. See Greg there.
All right.
Yeah, if anyone wants to see the rest of the video, though, just look for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct for November 1st, 2018.
Yeah, you can use Nintendo's official YouTube site if you like.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
But everything that we saw on that list, though, the rumors and all that, not coming to fruition, except for Ken is the only one that actually was true. Which, actually, I was happy that we saw another Pokemon, because I was kind of hoping for at least another Pokemon as well.
And I'm glad Ken's on a mirror, bro. That's cool.
I kind of want him to be an Echo Fighter. I didn't want him to be an actual character.
Stop it, AJ.
Like Nintendo has such a big pool of characters they can use, and they're bringing in these other characters from other games.
I agree. They're doing too much of that. You're right about that. Like it's kind of annoying.
That's why I'd rather had Ken be an Echo character and then focus on legit Nintendo character like Isaac from Golden Sun.
That would have been cool.
Or Waluigi, like the
why is Ken in there before fucking okay, let's not talk about it too much. All right, so my last piece of news. So you've heard about that Castlevania show, right?
Yeah, on Netflix.
Yeah, and because I told you about last year about how good the first season was, and it was only 4 episodes, right?
Oh, is that short? Yeah, I think
it was
only
only 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Fucking
Season 2 is out now, right?
Yeah, it's like 8 episodes, like double or something like that. And apparently it's way better, like way crazier. And I was really a big fan of that first one, right? So this guy's the producer of the show. His name is Adi Shankar. If you never heard this name, or if you think it sounds familiar, he's the guy who was involved in getting Apu taken out of The Simpsons, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but he's also the guy behind Castlevania. And so this guy said, I'm working on a new project for Netflix. It's also video game related, and that's all he said, right? And then The Wrap, which is a very reliable YouTube show where they talk about like insider information. They said it's a Legend of Zelda show.
No way.
That's what The Wrap says. He didn't confirm anything, but The Wrap says it's fucking Legend of Zelda. They said we already know. They said it's to them it's confirmed. Like just wait for the official word, but they said we know it's Legend of Zelda. And so I'm like, that's awesome. Depending on how they go with it.
Yeah.
So people might find this interesting because about 3 years ago there was a big rumor going around that Netflix was working on a live-action Legend of Zelda show, right?
Yeah, I think I did hear that.
There was even a trailer, and it turned out to be an April Fool's joke. Like they had like a fucking trailer and everything. Wasn't true. The whole thing is that we don't know if this series is going to be animated or live action. It hasn't been confirmed, but I'm assuming because he's I'm assuming because he's the producer of Castlevania that it's going to be animated. You know what I mean? Like Castlevania is all animated, so I'm assuming they're going to go with that same feel because that's what he's good at right now. Like he's not known for anything else, you know. So like
right.
I couldn't imagine them trusting him with the live action. But the question is, I want to ask you, AJ.
Okay.
What storyline will they do for Legend of
Skyward
Zelda?
Sword?
You think so?
I don't know.
You know, it's funny you said that.
Because that's the beginning of the whole timeline, supposedly, right?
AJ, you're fucking defeating my whole point I was about to make. You fucking cut me before I could say it. I thought you were going to say Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, one of the big names.
I know some shit.
No, but you defeated my fucking point. So I was like, because I was the same. When I first heard about this news, I was like, okay, It's either Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time. That's it. It's got to be one of those, right?
That's what you thought?
That's what I thought. I was like, it's got to be. Like, they're the biggest names, the biggest ones. Everyone knows those stories. You know, everyone's going to resonate with that, right?
Okay.
And then I started thinking more. I was like, you know what? What if they really do fucking touch the Zelda mythology?
Right?
Because, you know, Netflix is known for giving shows like that multiple seasons.
Yeah.
They give them multiple seasons. Every season could be a different story. Series 1 could be like Skyward Sword, since that's the beginning of the storyline. I don't think they would go from the beginning. But, you know, they could pick each Zelda story and make that its own season. It would only take 10 episodes to tell every story.
That's true. That'd be cool, right? Because every game is a different, you know...
A different Link.
Different timeline sometimes, too.
Yeah, there's a couple exceptions, but for the most part, it's different Link every time. Different timeline.
But that'd be cool to have, like, one constant throughout the whole thing, though. Like, just, like, an item or something like that. That always
Ganon.
exists. Ganon, yeah.
Ganon's got to be the constant, right? Like
but isn't he always reborn, too?
No. Ganon's the same motherfucker every time. He's the only one.
Oh, shit. No
Zelda
way.
and Link keep getting reborn, but Ganon is the same motherfucker every time.
Oh, okay. That sounds even doper then.
Exactly, right? Like, he can be the connective tissue through everything.
Yeah.
Because if you think about every Zelda game you've ever played, except for Twilight Princess, I think. No, even that one, they steal him. Yeah, I think every game they steal him. They never kill him because you can't kill him. And I think it's because that power piece of the Triforce. It keeps him alive or something like that. And that could be a good story. Like they keep stealing.
But why isn't Wisdom smart enough to seal him correctly?
Dumbasses. Wisdom can't help dumbass, you know?
I guess.
You know, but you know, and the whole thing is Ganon gets more powerful every time he breaks out, and he's different every time. So Link's power has to fucking rise to meet that occasion.
Yeah.
You know, and like, so you know. It's funny that you said that because I was like, yeah, if they get a multiple season deal, they should not expand on Ocarina of Time and make that 3 seasons. They should just do 1 season for every Zelda story.
I mean, maybe they could just mix it up too. Like, you know, start it off somewhere like, oh shit, this is crazy, you know, and then they take you back to the beginning, like, well, where are we now? Like, oh shit, we went back.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
like,
that's what I was thinking.
That'd be cool too.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. They shouldn't start with Skyward Sword. Mm-hmm. They should bring that later on.
Yeah.
Because the whole big surprise at the end of Skyward Sword is that you're crafting the Master Sword the whole time. So imagine if, like, that's the surprise at the end of the series. Like, that's the Master Sword. That's what you used to be Ganon in the first series or some shit like that, you know? Like, I don't know.
That'd be cool. There's so many ways they can go with it that I think it'll be good either way. As long as they don't make it live action.
Yeah, we don't know for sure, but my money's on the cartoon. Because
or animated in some way. Yeah. But if they go live action, it needs to be good. What did I hear? I heard something that they're going to spend, like Game of Thrones money on something. What was I just watching that says something about that?
Oh, we got a link here.
This is what I have open right now. It's just more news about what else it could be. So if it's not that, I just read right here another possibility that it could be Street Fighter.
What? Like the one, like Assassin's Fist?
Dude, when's that next one gonna drop?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're still waiting on that.
True, it does Netflix.
What if they just go Assassin's Fist instead? That'd be cool.
That'd be cool too.
I'd be okay with that too, because that should be a series and not a movie. You know, if they're really gonna do the Street Fighter tournament, a movie won't be enough. I don't think.
Yeah, there's too much going on in Street Fighter.
Exactly. It has to be a show.
Yeah.
That way they could change perspectives and show you different characters. You know, like, oh, okay, so all right. So, like I said, just like we said, it's not confirmed it's Zelda.
Yeah, not concerned to anything right now.
It's not confirmed to anything.
All we know is there's gonna be something.
Yeah, the money's on. It's supposedly gonna be a Nintendo project because they're supposedly backing this.
Oh, okay then. Interesting.
So, because Castlevania is Nintendo, you know, like supposedly they're the ones that are keeping.
I thought that was Capcom.
It's you're right. It's Capcom original.
Yeah.
It's original. Yeah, Nintendo has it, but Capcom.
Yeah, the original came out on Nintendo, but Capcom made it though. Huh? Yeah.
Shit.
And then Cuckoo's in chat also says Diablo show is also in the works.
That I know.
Which I think
we talked about that before. Yeah, that's gonna be. I don't know how that's gonna be, but it'll be interesting. I just want to see Mephisto, the Lord of Hate. All right, so
I just want to see. I'll make weapons from your.
That'd
be cool to happen exactly like that.
Right? Like Remy says it.
It's like, what was you gonna say? I don't know.
It doesn't matter. All right, so let's get to Unfocused Weeks now. AJ, with all we know, what are you going to do with your Unfocused Week?
Well, Soul Calibur, Tekken, that's all I've been doing. Oh, you know what? I actually did play a little bit of Street Fighter just because I wanted to be like... I just played literally just one match. I went online, just played one match with Laura just to see if I still had it, and I still have it.
All right.
And it was funny because I was like, I don't know what to do. And then, you know, you just fucking muscle memory starts happening, right? I was like, oh, shit. And, like, I just like that feeling of, like, you haven't done something for so long, you don't know what to do, but as soon as you get into it, things start happening, and then you just have these, reflexes.
This is what's gonna happen next. Like this is what I gotta do next.
Like on his face, and I grabbed him right away. I was like, I didn't even think about doing that. It just happened.
On that note, no pressure, Capcom, but I'm still waiting for Makoto's DLC. Go on.
Right. But yeah, so maybe not any more Street Fighter, but definitely some. So I need to focus on Soul Calibur now. Because I've been playing too much Tekken recently, but I need to figure out Shangwa, figure out Talum, just figure out the new mechanics and all that. That's about all, and then maybe finish that Kenshin manga and go see if my Sonic comics available.
All right, you gonna read the new Kenshin chapters too afterwards?
Maybe because I'm on my last book for Kenshin right now.
There you go, bro.
I've been slowly just reading it like every so often, but
I think we have like a good 10 or like 11 chapters for that new Kenshin.
Oh, for real?
I think we have like a good amount, and their chapters are kind of long, so.
Oh, okay, cool. And then also just watch more Sabrina.
Yeah, I think for my Unfocused week, I'm gonna probably start Luke Cage tonight. I need to hurry up and start just tearing through that shit.
Yeah, do that, man.
I know I'm so behind.
I'm interested at what happened at the end.
And no one will shut up about Daredevil. I'm starting to get jealous.
Dude, Daredevil is.
I know. Stop
pretty good.
Stop it. I know. You're so right.
And just like, oh man, remember the hallway scene? There's something similar again. I was like, no way.
It's a theme for Daredevil.
No way. I'm like, this is all one cut. I'm like, oh my god, it's one cut.
I'm with that. Other than that,
and it was so fucking long too. And then like they start dialoguing with each other, and then it goes back into more. I'm like, wait a minute, they haven't cut yet. I was like, oh my god, it was like a good almost 10 minutes long scene, man. I was like, that is fucking amazing.
Fuck.
That whole thing, dude. That's like the 3rd or 4th episode. But yeah, and dude, fucking Fisk, man, is so fucking scary, dude.
Damn, even still?
Yeah, man. Even more so. You're like, how the fuck are they gonna get out of this? And when they are in situations and you see them how they get out, I was like, that was pretty smart, but you're still scared though. You're like, that's smart. It should work if no one's just straight up crazy, you know?
Well, okay, so Luke Cage.
Sometimes they are.
Right, and sometimes they are. That's Daredevil right there. So Luke Cage, let's see. Oh, Skyward Sword, of course. I've been pretty on that. I want to play more Splatoon, actually. I've been wanting to play more Splatoon. So
Do it.
That's one thing. And with that said, I've been watching the Guyver anime, and that's pretty fucking badass, so I want to finish that. But yeah, with that, I think that's about all for my Unfocused week. Okay. It's been a pretty good episode, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us, as always. Don't forget, we're always live on twitch.tv/collision28 on Thursdays between 7:30 and 8. We usually start...
Wait. I have this new thing I want to try now.
Tell me.
So thanks for watching, or thanks for listening to another episode of Unfocused Podcast. And if you would like to check us out live and be able to chat with us and all that, follow us on twitch.tv/collision28.
And we do the show live on Thursday nights around 7:30 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah. You can watch us on youtube.com/unfocusedpodcast, where we suggest you subscribe, like, leave a comment, or you can download audio versions in true podcast form. You can find that in Apple Podcasts. If you would like to let us know what's on your mind, or what you like us, what did I put here? Or you would like us to find out like other things or about the show,
or news you want us to talk about.
Yeah, just anything you want us to talk about. Follow us on Twitter at Unfocused28, on Instagram, Unfocused Podcasts, or email unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com. Visit collision28.com for other stuff like older episodes, stuff like that. This is an Unfocused. This is a Collision 28 production. Yeah, that was longer than I thought it would be.
It's just because we didn't have it down yet.
And I want to end it with that.
I see you, Space Cowboy. Yeah, that's right.